Hello.
Hello. Dr. Laura Dabney, Joelle Brandt, life coach. We are helping men, executive men, with relationship problems. And we are helping everybody get over the fear of seeing or getting help from somebody in mental health if you need it.
Yes.
For your emotions and or your relationships. But really, almost everybody with an emotional problem ends up having a relationship problem.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say?
For this, yeah, definitely. It
it
might not be a
affects
huge relationship problem, but it does affect the relationship.
Yeah, I think that's most of the time true.
Mhm.
Well, Joe and I were kind of laughing when we started because we continue to get questions and feedback on our boundaries episodes. We've had two boundary
Yeah.
talks before, and they seem to be a big hit. So somehow this is an issue.
Yeah.
Whereas we've actually, and you know what else has been a big issue? We've been talking a lot with reporters lately. That's been a big change in our practice. I don't know if you noticed on Instagram and Facebook, but there have been more articles we've been quoted in. And that topic that keeps coming up over and over again is sociopaths.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Right. Somehow that's a big topic. I hear there's some YouTube war going on about somebody claiming someone's a sociopath and other people thinking he's not. And that's maybe part of it. But sociopaths is a good topic too. So let us know if you want to hear about that.
We can save that one. Put that one on the back burner
because we've talked a lot about that.
Yeah.
But so
too much.
Yeah, maybe a little too much, right? We've had experiences with sociopaths too, and that's not fun. And then we have boundaries for today, and we thought we would add a little twist and talk about how to set boundaries.
Enforce them.
Without
being the bad guy.
We get that question in session a lot. So we've talked in our other episodes here about what a boundary is and why you need them. So check that out. I think, is that our paprika one?
Oh my God, that's too funny. Yes, that is our paprika one.
Because you're wearing the paprika shirt again.
I am. But yeah, I remember that.
It's a thing. Boundaries and paprika and Joelle's paprika shirt. So boundaries. So once you understand a boundary, why you need them, how do you set them?
Yeah.
So people are very concerned about being the bad guy whenever we talk about discussing negative feelings or putting up a boundary which involves a negative feeling. So I think that's why. That's a little connection. Like somehow if you let on that you have a negative feeling, you're somehow a bad guy. I mean, that connection itself doesn't really make any sense when you think about it.
Yeah, you're right.
But the huge connection people have, they come in with that sort of link, and I'm always trying to break that link. I just had a session where I like, why is it bad to say what you're really feeling to someone you're married to? Isn't that, where's the honesty and the openness? There's nice and bad ways to say how you feel.
Correct. It's that whole, it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Yes, exactly.
It's very true. I mean, it really is.
Right. So it's not the negative feeling. It's, it's not setting a boundary that's bad. There are good ways to set them and bad ways to set them. So what are the bad ways, Joelle? Well, go ahead.
I don't want you going out ever anymore.
Right.
You're not allowed.
Right.
You can't.
There you go. So if you make it an order.
Does it work?
Surprisingly. Shocking.
Okay.
Right.
What's the good way?
So we don't give an order. We also don't give a criticism. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to say, nobody in the right mind would ever want to do that. Or a good wife or a good husband wouldn't leave me once every blue moon or whatever it is. Right? Okay. So again, it seems kind of obvious, but criticism isn't going to work.
Correct. Okay. So, what else is a bad?
Well, threatening somebody. If you leave, or if you go on your girls' trip, I'm going to go on a golf trip with the guys.
Or if you let this person come over, this might be one. There's one that maybe I can say for next week, because I did actually have a question that came in, but
Okay.
or it's like, okay, if you let this person come over, then I'm going to do this.
Right.
That type of thing.
Exactly. Okay. Or if we always going to go to your parents for Thanksgiving, then I'm going to, I don't know, go off with my brother to live in Hawaii. I don't know, whatever.
Right. Okay,
So
so those are bad ways.
Yeah, those are bad ways. Okay, getting the message. So threats, criticisms,
Orders.
orders, not good. We might put a list up there. Threats, orders, what was the other one? Criticisms, not good in general. So here's a good place for us to tell what I give to my patients is the I feel X when you do Y template. That takes me back to my algebra days, but somehow that works for me. So I feel X when you do Y. When you start off with I feel something, you're taking away the criticism, threats, and I can remember the third one, criticism, threats, and
Ordering.
Right? So you're starting with how you feel. So it's coming from you, not you, something or other. Right? So you're owning it. So I feel frustrated that we have gone to your parents for Thanksgiving every year. Right? So I feel X when we do Y or you do Y. Okay? That's the best way to keep someone at least off the defensive, which will obviously lead to a conversation. So that's putting yourself first, keeping them off the edge, and then when they come back with, well, what do you mean? So I would like to, going forward, can we come up with a new plan for Thanksgiving? So can we need to have a new plan going forward for Thanksgiving. So it's the boundary of, this has become like a rule, unspoken rule in our relationship. We need to push back against that and not have that happen. Right? Mm-hmm. I can work for all kinds of boundaries. I need you not to be, it's frustrating when you're late. I need you to make an effort to not be late to our dates or our appointments.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you have an example from your coaching patients on setting boundaries? The reason it's so important is because that resentment that someone's invading your space, we talk about great invasions, right? Like hitting people or sexual assaults or things like that, especially in the news today. So those are invasions and those are awful. But somebody telling you what to do or assuming you're going to do something over and over again is a small invasion. But a small invasion adds up to a big frustration if you allow it to go on and on and on.
The one thing I have been dealing with, or one thing that's going on right now, is I know that one of my clients is having trouble trying to figure out how to use boundaries in a healthy way with their teenager.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I think it's very hard for her because she kind of never had boundaries with her child ever.
Okay.
But now at this age, it's like you want to have them. And I think it's hard. It's a hard thing to do sometimes if you're not used to doing it. So that's what I've been trying to help her do, is like normalizing the boundaries, so to speak.
Exactly. And I would even say not just wants to have them, but need to have them, because guess what? Guess where your teenagers learn how to set boundaries from you setting them and not having a kerfluffle erupt from setting. I love that word. I throw that in there as much as I can, kerfluffle. Not having a kerfluffle erupt whenever you set a boundary, so that the child doesn't have a fear of setting boundaries. Sure. So yes, setting boundaries with teenagers is really paramount for those reasons. It doesn't make you the bad guy. There's this whole, if I don't let somebody walk all over me, or if I do let somebody walk all over me, I'm a good guy. This is not true, people. Not true. And setting a boundary doesn't make you a bad guy. In fact, it's the opposite. You're going to allowing someone to walk all over you, which is what you're doing whenever you say yes all the time and never can say no or maybe or let me think about it or let's compromise, is just going to cause a problem for you down the line that's going to erode at the relationship. So it's like if a kid runs out in the street, you have to, as a parent, have the yes, you're gonna pull the kid back in. The kid's probably gonna cry or be mad or whatever, but you have to hold on to the bigger picture. The bigger picture is the kid will be safe. And that's sort of what we're talking about. We have to hold on the bigger picture that yes, I'm saying no here, but it's for the bigger protection of the relationship. The relationship won't be affected in the long run negatively if I say no when I don't want to do something. I'm so sorry, it's not going to work out for me. Thank you for asking. See, no bad guy there. No, it works out perfectly. You can borrow that.
That's a good one. Yes.
Yeah, so teenagers, with spouses, with friends, with everybody,
Yeah.
boundaries are
Important.
our
Needed.
friends.
Boundaries are our friends. Yep.
Well, so share this with anybody who think might need some help with boundaries. Feel free to pass it along or send us your boundary examples or problems via Facebook, email, phone call,
Instagram.
Instagram. Do that too. We'd love to hear from you either way.
All right. We'll see you soon.
Thank you. Bye.